What's up, guys, and welcome back to the newly refurbished motorized YouTube channel. I know it's been a while. We've had a lot of things going in the works, and we're really excited to bring the channel back with some new content coming to you guys, which I'm going to get into right behind me here in a minute. We are going to be offering a newly refurbished website where we're going to be offering everybody a new take on automotive lifestyle apparel and freshly roasted to order coffee. We recently acquired a coffee company called Motorized Coffee. The whole concept and everything of it was cool, but we want to put our spin on it. So we've been working really hard on a rebranding initiative and a redesign of the website and some fresh coffee blends and labels and a lot of fun stuff that we're going to reintroduce to you guys. So this video is the reintroduction of our YouTube channel, and I'm really excited to bring to you the next build for the YouTube channel. So I have a very special car behind me, and more importantly, the story behind this car is mind-blowing, how it came to existence and came to be here in our shop. And what we have behind us is a 2023 Mercedes GT63S AMG. It's got 900 miles on it, so it's, for all intents and purposes, brand new. And it is a twin turbo V8 producing about 630 all-wheel drive horsepower, carbon ceramic brakes, every feature you could think of. I mean, this thing is loaded to the hilt, and it's a really cool spec. So we'll get into the details of the build and the spec and all that kind of stuff later, maybe when we do review on the car after it's fixed. But a little background on the story of the car is, I was working around the shop one day, and I had a mutual friend, a gentleman, come, and we just got to talking, and he goes, "Oh, there's this cool Mercedes at this tow yard over here, and I think I'm going to buy it from him because it's going to be on lien sale." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, can you come look at it for me so that you can tell me what it's going to take to fix it?" And for those of you that don't know, I run a collision center. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go look at it." And I went over there and looked at the front end, and the parts are very expensive for these cars, but the damage wasn't very significant. And I just told the guy, I'm like, "Yeah, it's probably going to take this, that, and the other. I could get some prices together for you, whatever." But he just thought it was just going to need a bumper or a grill or something. I'm like, it's quite a bit more than that. A lot of the coolers are damaged and whatnot. So fast forward a little bit, I started thinking about the car after seeing it and became really interested in it. And talked to that gentleman who kind of had first dibs on it, and he was like, "I've got other things I'm going to focus on right now, so you go ahead and put a bid on it and see if you can buy it." So for those of you that don't know, a lien sale it's in California. Anything over $4,000 is technically a long lien. So this car sat in that tow yard. I think it got picked up by the tow yard in maybe December, and here we are in April. So it was there for months and months, and nobody could find the owner. The tow yard couldn't find the owner, so they started, and it sat around for weeks, so they started this process called a lien sale through an outside company that handles this, the legal right process way for them, and with the DMV and all that. So that lien company and the DMV for all those months are trying to contact anybody who might be attached to this car. Of course, there's the registered owner that they can try and contact at the address and do whatever they can, but then they went and branched out to really anybody that could be affiliated with this person or this car or a loan or anything like that. And there was no lien holder on the car aside from the registered owner. So basically what that means is it wasn't financed. It was owned in cash or owned outright, and an insurance company hadn't been notified or paid out a settlement on it. The DMV and the lien company really could check all the boxes to make sure they've contacted anybody who could be attached to this car. So they do that for months, and everybody has a certain amount of time to do it. And if nobody responds and this thing's just sitting abandoned in a tow yard, then the owner of the tow yard ends up owning it, which is inevitably what it ended up happening here. Him and I made a deal, and I'm the proud owner of a 2023 Mercedes GT63S. So that's kind of how this all came to fruition. I don't know any of the backstory on it. I'm kind of curious to know, but I'm kind of like, I don't know what could have happened here. This is a $220,000 MSRP car, and it was abandoned with somewhat minimal damage on the front bumper. Back up in the mountains somewhere, and picked up at this tow yard that's literally ends up being 5 minutes away from our shop. And we just so happen to deal in these kind of cars and have experience rebuilding supercars. Mercedes calls this their four-door supercar, so we're going to call it that. So that's the story on the car. We're going to get into disassembling it, identifying all the parts we need, ordering the parts, getting them here, getting the bumper painted because that's all the paint that's necessary, getting it back together. It doesn't have keys, so we're going to have to go to the dealership for that. I've tried every other way to figure that out. And yeah, so we're excited to have you guys along for the ride. If you're just seeing this video because a rebuild channel came across your YouTube and you're not subscribed to us, please subscribe because this is one of many cool things that we have planned coming up in the future. We have events planned, we have meetups planned, we have apparel launches planned, we have a new website coming, we have content, we have other builds, we have a lot of cool stuff coming up. So please subscribe, and we're happy to have you along for the ride.